Wouldn't be this wouldn't be a stream of Shelly.
Yes.
Yeah. You have my sword and my axe
And my middle finger.
Well,
my middle
according
finger.
to George, I murder everyone with an axe.
Oh, okay.
That's not according to me. That's according to the CIA,
Oh, okay.
the dossier that they have on you.
I'm sure I have a dossier somewhere.
A
As many
dossier.
times as we've talked about blowing up things.
Oh, nice.
But we're superheroes.
All right, so we are back once again for some more. I was going to say Star Wars something, and I didn't even have the right title of that one. Modern Age Heroes for our Marvel Superheroes game. So before we begin, let's go ahead and get Karma out of the way because it is the new year and a new game in the new year.
All right,
Karma.
here we go. 3. Okay, so 3.
Reeve.
So that just earned us 900 karma. Adding that to what we had before, we now have a total of 3,000 group karma in the bank.
All righty. Cool, Daddy-O. Now, do we have somebody to do game recap for us?
That's also me.
Wahaha.
Right. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So last time it was season 5, episode 24, The Winds of Change. It was the next day, and Hyperion started everyone off by letting people know that Quantum Unlimited was rearranging itself, what with everything that's recently happened. So Quantum Unlimited's becoming a holding company for now Quantum Technologies and Solar Operations and Logistics, or SOL. Quantum Technologies is going to be the new tech firm, like what QU normally is. And SOL is going to be the asteroid mining company. Hyperion is being the president for QU. For Quantum Technologies, the president will be Lightbringer, and for SOL, the president will be Ixion. And everyone was given their briefing of what's going on with that stuff. Let's see. With regard to that, QTech, Quantum Technologies, they're going to be heading up creating copies of Helios and the medical nanite stuff, the homeostatic equilibrium and amelioration liquid, or HEAL. So those things will be ready to be sold relatively soon. And with SOL, we're getting the Tavaxian asteroid mining tech vessels and all of that stuff. Pulsar can be a pilot and a pilot trainer for those vehicles when that company gets up and running. Let's see here. And then after describing that, we realized there was mistletoe in the vein right above Hyperion. Then Bitter Shadows appeared from a shadow portal and pulled Hyperion into her realm temporarily. There was a makeout sesh. Let's see here. And Bitter Shadows let us know that the United Nations is getting the upper hand in Senia, but it is still chaotic in that part of the world. It's in bad shape. And Hyperion suggested Bitter Shadows put down roots in Strongford because she has been just kind of going from place to place, and she will think about it. Lightbringer called the Haven Institute, talked to Ms. McCall to see if we could get a meeting with Solarion, seeing as how he is a Dexmite, and talking to him about that stuff would be great before we went off into space. But he's kind of busy. She will reach out back to us when he's available for a quick meeting. Let's see. Oh, and Lightbringer managed to talk to Poundcake at the Haven Institute. She's clearly a Lightbringer super fan. Let's see. And then
He's a little more than that.
yeah. She then contacted the Devaxians. They landed in Wichita, Kansas, so we could go over there and look at their ship for tech enhancements, because the plan was if we were going to take off into space, we needed to upgrade Ixion's ship. But after we met with them, looked stuff over, realized that the Devaxian tech is so more advanced than the Salanthi tech that overhauling Ixion's vessel would be a non-starter. It'd just make more sense to ask the Devaxians for a ship of comparable size so that we could just use that instead and make it our own. So we asked them for that, and they provided us with a large, heavy Tavaxian freighter, a Cygnus class, which was bought by the Tavaxians from an interstellar corporation which creates that type of stuff. So that way, it's not going to be like an obvious Tavaxian vessel when we go cruising through the galaxy. Let's see here. And so since we've gotten that, we're going to be spending a few days learning that ship, making sure Ms. McCall and Senator Barrett are aware of that vessel and that we'll be taken off. And hopefully, maybe, perhaps we'll get to talk to Solarion by then. And that is where we left off.
Oh, yeah. I think this is going to be it. Tell me this is it. Okay. It is. Okay, so I'm just looking up something here. I'll have something to provide you guys in the background. Not important right now. However, what are you guys doing next? It's up to you.
Let's see here. Okay. Hyperion, how much of the do we at this point understand the ship. Oh yeah, and also in the back, I forgot to mention this. We've named the ship Valiant.
So it's not the ship anymore.
No, yeah, the so
Dang.
yeah, the ship.
ship.
So yeah, the Cygnus is now Valiant.
Okay.
And so with that said, do we now at this point have a good understanding of how to like operate the ship, Jerome? Have we had like enough time to look through its systems and all of that before actually taking off?
Yes. It really only took like a day. A lot of the stuff translates over from what Xenofreeze already knows. Piloting those concepts. It's not like the concepts are like, you know, way far away. In fact, he learned it like most bipeds would learn it, because not a lot of people make ships for Salanthi to begin with. They're liquid. It's not cost effective to do so.
Right.
So he would learn in that fashion and just manifest some sort of humanoid form or biped form and do that. And then, of course, Pulsar magically obtained that information from Compass,
Right.
which bridged the gap with his own piloting knowledge. So you have at least two people who can at least fly this vessel. The rest of it you'll have to figure out, you know, on your own, but still, much of it's still intuitive. I don't know if we discussed this, however, but I actually can get this a little bit later. The crew, Draketh and his crew are accompanying you on the vessel.
Oh, okay.
Are any of them proficient in piloting also?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, 100%. Essentially, you guys got what would equivalent? It would be the equivalent to a Star Trek away party plus 2 or 3 guys. Their ship wasn't super huge. It was never meant to be. This vessel is about the size of their ship, so you'll have people on hand that can help you with technical issues or backup flight systems or whatever have you.
Okay.
Basically, you have a crew and yourselves.
Got it. So there's like 7 or 8 of them, including Captain Draketh.
Correct.
Okay. Gotcha. Right. That's
Nice.
cool.
Okay, so Kayla has just redeemed a reroll for somebody. She's indicating it's going to go to the person with the least amount of rerolls.
That's not
So-
me because I have 3.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have 1. I would
have
say
2.
that Matt probably needs it the most, but he refuses.
Well, I do have 1 right now, and I don't refuse them. I'm just pointing out that they probably will benefit other people better than me.
Okay. So does
What
anyone
about
have 0?
George and Shelley.
No. Okay.
I,
So then
I
who?
have 1.
You
I
have
have one.
1. Okay.
How many do you have,
Uh,
Shelley?
We saw your
Muted.
lips move. Okay, so 2.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So it's
I also
between
have 2.
So it's between Pulsar, Lightbringer, and
Heat Phantom.
Heat Phantom.
Okay, so we roll for initiative. and,
Yes, go ahead and just roll for it in the chat, and whoever gets the highest, just roll 1d10, and whoever rolls the highest number gets it. And be sure to thank her, guys, whoever gets it.
Thanks. Was it Kayla?
Kayla.
Kayla. Thank you, Kayla.
So the highest one gets it, or the lowest one gets it?
The highest roll gets it.
The highest of the lowest gets it.
Oh, wow. And that is
Is that
so far George. Unless Matt deems a roll off.
Oh, let's see.
/R 1d10.
Yeah, it did not respond to me.
There's got to be a space. So /R
/R.
space 1d10.
There we go.
4. George it is.
George got it.
Great. Thank you, Kayla.
All right.
I will
Thank
need
you
this
for
and
the entertainment. We have to entertain now.
I will need this to not kill us when I try to parallel park this ship in space.
There you go.
That would be impressive
go.
for that to, yeah.
Hmm.
It's loud enough that you hear it through the vacuum of space.
There's a lot of junk in space.
Hey, you hear everything in Star Wars in space, so why can't we hear it here?
There you go.
But in
Hyperion,
space, nobody can hear
yeah.
you scream.
But that fire hydrant came out of nowhere, I swear.
It's coming out of your pay.
I'm getting paid.
I know, yeah. We get paid for this?
I want a raise.
Everyone else is like, yeah, you're being get paid, right?
As the president of Seoul, we just barely started, so I can't afford to give you much.
Yeah. I just got fired. I'm like a semi truck driver.
Well, at this point, it is up to you guys. What are you taking off immediately? Do you have any last minute resolutions?
Let's see. Have we been able to let or Senator
Oh, yeah.
Barrett and Ms. McCall know of us heading out
Yes.
yet? Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
well, that was easy enough. You just sent word. Ms. McCall already kind of knew because you were already talking about that before the whole game show kicked off.
Right. Okay.
I would also tell Jurgen and Sledge.
Well, yeah.
And probably my roommate.
Or
I
Sledge.
mean, I would tell her, Muscle Man.
Yeah.
I set it up so that way I know we had discussed utilizing some of the nanotech for the mining and the healing potentials of some certain things that leave us samples in that and directions for all phases of our respective businesses to try to hone in on that stuff as we're gone.
Okay. Yep. So you guys are then making sure that what you can put on autopilot or assign out to people, you are doing so.
Yep.
What about Helios? Helios. He's just.
I was just about to ask.
He's staying at the vein?
Have we checked whether he has contact with us while we're on the ship?
So to do that, Hyperion would need to create a tachyonic transceiver because I'm guessing the ship has like tachyonic communications. Like, okay.
Yep.
So so that would be the thing to do.
To figure out how you're rolling at this point, that's the FM channel.
Oh boy.
You have the equivalent of AM and FM, and that's basically FM. That's at this point how little the interstellar people think of that. It's regular.
Yeah.
It's like a cell phone.
Right.
It's normal. Okay.
To you guys, it's like, wow, I can hear you through the cannon string.
Yeah. So
Commander
then
would also
Yeah.
tell his superiors in the military that they'd be going into space. It seems like
They're going to expect a full report when you get back.
Yeah.
So anything and everything you hear and that you figure out, they're going to want to know that this is all important information they're going to need in order to help defend Earth, even if it's a last-ditch effort.
also, as a new Prussian citizen going into space, there may be some political ramifications to that as well.
We all know that the key to beating any invasion force is to send some crazy American guy who got picked up and probed by the aliens in a F-16, and he has to say, "Hello, boys, I'm back."
I told you that in confidence.
Interesting pulsar lore drop. Okay, that's cool.
Putting
I know
that
this
in the
guy
notes.
who wait,
Oh,
wait,
so
I am from outer space.
So I guess, yeah, to make the the transceiver then for the vein, so Helios can stay in contact. Hyperion's going to get Lightbringer, and both of us are going to work on creating that and installing it in the vein.
Okay. Obviously, this is you're doing it in a pinch, basically a day.
Right.
So Lightbringer.
Big brain it is.
Okay, big brain it is. Galactic thoughts. Don't roll a 1. That's it's interesting to be in that situation that the only thing that could basically beat you is a natural 1.
Yeah.
85 red.
Red.
Very nice.
All right.
Okay, so now it is up to Hyperion. You have got the concept. It's sound. You already understand like the ideas of Tachyon. Go ahead and try and invent it.
Nice. And can he use his mechanical engineering talent for a column shift on that?
Yes.
Sweet. All right. Oh yeah. Bring that up. That
It's nice. The new ship is literally like twice the size of my ship.
Oh yeah.
And it has a bathroom.
Well, it's twice the length of my ship. It's probably about my ship and a half as far as square footage.
That's why they were restraining chuckling when you guys were talking about, oh well, we've got a ship, we could do it. And like,
Did we decided what the ship was going to be called, right?
Valiant.
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 the Valiant.
So red result.
Okay,
Nice.
so it's not pretty, but to the best of your knowledge, it is fully functional.
Sweet. All right. Let's get that plugged in. And what else did we need to do?
Yeah,
guess-
so I will ask Helios to relay our messages because we are expecting to hear back about Solarion, for one.
Gotcha.
And you know, any other messages that come in, just in case.
Late night lonely
our-
calls.
That extended warranty.
Oh right, got to make sure you get those. We're trying to
Yeah.
reach you for your extended warranty.
Oh man.
Attention, legacy.
Phantom has to figure out how to send a message to Seraphine, see if she's willing to go on a date at some point. That's like a
Uh-oh.
romantic message from space, huh?
Heat Phantom is getting hot around the collar.
Yep. Oh boy.
He's a little Twitter-pated with one of the contestants. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so as the crew is basically getting the last bit of supplies that is needed, they are obviously stocking your typical military style rations from their culture, obviously not yours. But you already know it's transferable. You've already had some. They are also for diplomatic reasons. They are also stocking up on some frozen goods from your world.
There's some Solanthe food synthesizers or something like that. Or am I just stocking my own sustenance? Even though I don't
You
use
can put
it
in
very often.
you can put in a request.
But if they don't have it, then I can always bring some that I've synthesized at the vein.
Sure. Mhm.
What do you eat? Actually,
I like literally for my body's biology, I just basically absorb a high nutrient content liquid that is not. It's probably toxic to humans.
Yes, it is.
Mountain Dew. I get it.
Yeah. right. Right.
Code red specifically. Let's
Yeah.
be accurate
Specifically.
here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But these particular frozen food rations that they brought on board, they have stocked up on Hungry Man meals for you. They have the Michelia sweet and sour pork. little frozen dinners. They have brought on probably about, because there's obviously limited space, but they brought about 30 pounds of frozen hamburger patties
Wow.
because they've managed to figure out how to create the bread without having to go through the big process like they do on planet Earth. They've got synthesizers that can handle it because it's easy enough for them. They just have to have the ingredients. So they bring the ingredients on for bread portions, so which is going to allow you to mix it up some. You'll be able to do like just buns. You can do, if you're trying to do croissants, or if you're trying to do like hard rolls or whatever have you, like you've got some options there that they can, with the ingredients that are included, that you can make.
Nice.
They have brought 2 types of soda. So they brought on quite a few cases of those, but again, limited on space. So they're making sure it's bring only what you need to survive. So you have orange Fanta,
Dr. Pepper.
and no, they missed that
Squirt.
one. Yeah. You've got orange Fanta,
Crystal Pepsi.
yes,
Yeah.
and Crystal Pepsi.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's canon.
No Dr. Pepper. Okay,
Yeah.
we can't survive in space without
Tis
Dr.
the
Pepper.
season. Jeez.
Oh, hang on, and cherry 7-Up.
What about for a good pick me up, some Jolt Cola?
Nope.
Oh.
So they've chosen those as the sodas to bring on the mission. Obviously, they brought on ample enough of water supply. In this, they actually found your methods pretty efficient, so they're bringing on like Arrowhead water jug type things because they're just jugs. They can virtually plug them into almost anything on the ship and just hang it upside down and do let it drip into the system. So that works out. So you've got that. Obviously, this is not a 30-year mission sort of Star Trek thing, and they know that they can purchase supplies elsewhere. But this is just to get everything started, so you don't have to become reliant on.
So we don't have to stop at the supermarket.
Exactly.
Stop the Space Circle K.
And to reiterate, did you guys get your fake IDs?
What fake
what?
IDs?
That would be no. You guys ever met it? I'm pretty sure I mentioned it, but I don't know if
Like
you guys made
fake
that. in the
galactic
notes.
IDs?
Yes.
We need
Oh
an
yeah,
ID.
because we're not supposed to be from Earth. Because if we're from Earth, then we've obviously breached the agreement,
Exactly.
the galactic agreement, and blah blah blah
So-
blah.
So where are we from?
Okay. So all of you are. I couldn't remember if we'd gotten that far into it. I'm in the.
I'm from Zenri.
Yeah, you don't have a problem there.
Yeah.
And
Maybe we
I
should
don't
all
remember
be
the
from
conversation
Zenri.
at all, so
and
Just got
unfortunately,
my day-to-day.
Shone doesn't have a problem with that either.
Right.
Neither would Hyperion.
No, he's Hecho in Mexico.
Derek, my friend, would you like to take that gamble?
No,
That's-
but
Okay.
eh,
Wise. Remember, he's not human.
yeah.
He's
Uh,
not an alien race at all.
right. True that.
Can people tell that I'm still a human even in my pulsar suit?
That is a great question.
Okay.
Probably if they had scanning technology, that was good enough, which let's just assume that they do.
Let's see, where are we at?
I'm a humanoid amoeba.
What form do these IDs take? Surely they're not like plastic cards.
Well,
No.
do I already have one? I traveled here from Zenri.
Actually, no, you don't. Again, a drawback of being a liquid form.
Mm.
They are essentially held in like a wristband. Think like kind of like a small pit boy. although not as clunky looking.
Are we
Like
not
a
required to have them,
RFID or
considering that
something?
I'm like literally like, what do I need to do to prove who I am?
That's where you fall. That's where you
Yeah.
fall into an interesting category again, because you're, so many Salanth actually took it upon themselves to walk in humanoid form, because again, it's easier to interact with the rest of the universe if it's a form that they're familiar with. So ergo, they took to wearing them but again, all you have to do is just go, and become the form, and they're like, oh, okay, he must be one of them, sort of thing. So it's required, but you kind of fall in a gray area because your natural state isn't a solid one like everybody else.
And now I look like
But you're definitely not going to be mistaken for human.
Correct,
No,
yeah.
oh, absolutely not.
Precisely. So what we have here is a failure to communicate. The IDs that all of you have been provided, those of you who are humanoid, so that's going to apply to Pulsar, Lightbringer, and Heat Phantom. You guys are a part of the Aesir.
How do you spell that?
AESIR.
Okay.
It's been explained that it's basically in so many terms, you are attempting to pass yourselves off as the Norse.
Mm.
And because many of the Norse resemble humans, you might get side eyes or whatnot, but it's not an immediate red flag. Obviously, Shone can't hide it. She's a Heliopolis, so that's what they're going to flag. That they just gave her a different identity. So, when they check, okay, well, she's Heliopolis, they're not really probably not going to go much further than that. Xenofreeze is already set. One way or the other. They're just letting it ride with your own identity. As they put it, not many people care about your kind in the galaxy, so they're probably not going to think twice about it. So,
Ouch.
lowered security, potential risks. Just try not to do anything to overtly get the attention. Hyperion, however, is listed as an independent automated system.
Nice.
Specifically marked non-AI. They explain
IAS.
they explain that if anyone were to even assume, especially given your knowledge, your breadth of knowledge and capabilities, that you were an Ixis in a different form, you would be destroyed immediately.
Okay. So the rest of the galaxy is anti-Ixis, even though the Ixis are they isolate themselves from the rest of the galaxy.
Correct.
Okay. All right then.
And they would tell you to the best of their knowledge, the Tavaxians, that it's not because there was this big uproar or whatnot. It's just there's a great fear towards them because of their ability to like meld with technology and whatnot. It's treated kind of like a plague planet.
Got it. Okay. All right.
So does that mean we have to act as his owners, or
I'm sorry, you cut a little bit. Did you say owners?
yeah, like owners or
Yes.
like directors? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we could ask him something, check your database.
Yeah, you're going to want to use
And-
that sort of language with him.
Right.
Yeah.
Check your database and see if you have this available to us, or, kind of thing. And then he'd be like, I have this, and inside sub vocalizing, this is humiliating.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
For those of us who are trying to pass ourselves off as Aesir, is there anything that we should know ahead of time that's going to help with that ruse?
Actually, no. And Draketh would specifically tell you they are a race in dysphoria. So you have the benefit of basically being space hobos.
Awesome, thanks. Okay. Cool.
It's essentially the same thing for the Heliopolins.
Okay, but they're not going to expect us to, talk like the Swedish Chef or anything like that.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, you have to understand. Yeah, I was going to say, you have to understand that the galaxy, because, like, for example, Heliopolins and Aesir and some of the other, like, godlike races interacted a lot with humanity. So if you are ergo speaking and acting like that, it's enough of a facade to say, oh, well, it's just one of those other types, just move along, sort of thing. They're not going to worry about it too much. They don't understand the cultural differences on Earth, and if they did, it probably would mean more.
Okay, yeah. I just didn't want to give up the ruse by like accidentally saying like, "Hey guys, you want to have some sauerkraut?" No, like the Aesir hates sauerkraut. Let's get them.
What is a sauerkraut?
Yeah, some like Inglorious Bastard stuff. Like,
I know, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna kill some Nazis.
yeah, 3 glasses. Like,
Yeah.
no.
You were trying to give me a high five?
I have a question.
High five.
Call on me, teacher.
Yes.
High five.
Do the Aesir or anybody else in general have superpowers? Do we need to hide them?
That is the actual benefit, because like the Heliopolins and the Aesir, because they're races in dysphoria,
Then nobody really knows.
they don't pay a whole lot of attention.
Oh, okay.
because you're in essence walking, talking refuse.
Gotcha.
Cool. Like
Okay.
if you're not a part of one of the territories, you're just a non-citizen that the rest of them don't care about. More or less.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's unfortunately it is a low key form of racism. Nobody goes out and targets you, but you do end up having the things of, and this would have all been in like a briefing when you guys got your ID. Part of this, of course, is according to the Tavaxians, so you may encounter some differences because they are not a part of the Galactic Union. But it's not that they go out and purposely pick on them, but because you don't have any legal protections throughout the galaxies, you're going to find it hard for like work. You're going to, people are always going to look at you differently because you're transient, in that nature. And many transients, including from races of the galaxy, tend to be the ones that do like the shadier stuff and so on and so forth. You were told that you're probably going to have the least amount of problems when it gets to the free systems.
Okay.
They just don't care. That's where, that's the effectively the galactic Wild West.
That's right. Oh yeah, you're pull up that.
And then because I am Solanthian, this would be something that I would understand. Part of the reason probably why I was ousted was one, because of how I looked, because I was a silver color where
Mhm.
everybody else was like blues and greens. When my powers started to manifest themselves, as minor as they may have started off to be, I was a freak.
To your own people, yes. To the rest of the
Yes.
galaxy, however, you have legal rights.
Yes.
However
but
minimal,
they
because your
still-
government has been crushed, it still rolls up now under the Gaxians. So you've got
Yes.
something going for you there.
But they don't know that. They think that if I am a Solanthi, the only power that I have is being able to manipulate myself.
Yes.
So
So
That's not
it's
something that- yeah.
it's effectively circus tricks to a lot of
Yes.
people.
yeah,
Wait, so you were like your own people treated you poorly?
yes,
I did not know that. Why do you want to go back there?
because my mother.
Hmm.
There were a few people that were not hostile towards me. Some of my teachers. But yeah,
Okay.
I was the proverbial picked on child through adolescence.
Yeah. I just assumed you wanted to go back because you had good memories there, but from the sound of it, it sounded like there were bad ones.
It is home, regardless.
Taking the good with the bad. It's good.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the fact
The
of
facts
life.
of life.
The facts of life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dating
On at
myself. It's
sev-
okay.
On at 7 tonight.
Yeah, man.
Right.
So,
Oh, I think Brittany
Um,
had a question.
yeah, Brittany was trying to give me a high five again. So what was that?
Can I try power stunt?
Hey! Only if you spend karma.
What?
I'm just
Yes.
kidding.
So,
Wait.
No,
It's
I'm
the-
kidding. It's the XP joke because you don't
Yeah.
spend any.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, go ahead and make a roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably should do the same.
Yellow. Okay.
Ooh, there you go.
Finally. I'm on track for another year. I should get this power.
Okay.
Okay.
While Shone is doing her thing, she's making a power stunt check. As you guys are getting ready to take flight, Pound Cake shows up. I don't know
At the
what-
vein?
No, you're not flying from the
At our-
vein. This
At
ship
our
can't.
ship?
Yeah, I was gonna say this ship would not fit.
Oh,
it would
right.
Look, it would look very awkward in a video game. There would be lots of clipping.
Wait, where where are we docked?
It's at the. You guys
At the
are in
school?
a field at this point. It's just someplace out of the ordinary, so that way it could land without any, with no muss or fuss.
Okay.
So Pound Cake shows up. She heard that you guys were going to be going into space, and she specifically gives Lightbringer a big hug.
Oh. I'll give her a hug back.
She whispers in your ear. She's like, "Gordon, I want to see all your adventures."
I could show you, without recording.
Well, I can't take it back to play it and reminisce. I would have to be around you while you did your illusion stuff.
Guess that's.
Which, I mean, that works. We could hang out and you do that, but it's
I
not
mean,
like the
I
same
don't.
thing.
I don't think my phone has enough storage to. You know what? I'll do what I can. Have you met the rest of the team?
She kind of thinks for a second. She says, "I don't think so."
Do you want to?
Would it be too much to ask? You guys are getting ready to go.
I mean, we're all here. And
Well,
you're
I mean,
here.
I know, but I don't want to hold everything up.
Come on.
So she kind of and just falls behind Lightbringer.
Yeah. So, is everybody on the ship or
Presumably at this point. I mean, they're
packing?
like, we'll say at this point they're bringing on the last of the supplies.
Okay. So I'll like bring her onto the ship and kind of show her around a little bit
Okay.
until
so
we
she's
run
just
into people.
she's just like looking around and like, oohing and awing, occasionally like touching the metal, like checking for how tangible it is, and just blown away. She's like, you live such a cool life.
It's a lot sometimes, but here we are, doing the best we can. Hey guys, I'd like you to meet Pound Cake. She goes to Miss McCall's school, or just finished Miss McCall's school.
Hey,
Hi.
Welcome aboard, Pound Cake. How are you enjoying what you see?
She says it's like amazing. And then she goes, and she pauses real quick, and she leans in and whispers to Lightbird. She's like, "Do you all know your secret identities? I didn't ask."
We do.
Right.
What?
That would totally make sense. Like she's not ditzy. It's clear she's like overwhelmed, with everything. And so she and when she comes back, she's got a little bit more bubbly stance. Like she kind of hops a little bit when she speaks, and she says, she's like, "I'm Lightbringer's cousin." I didn't want to like throw that around because I didn't know if you guys knew each other's identities and whatnot.
Yep, we know all the complicated stuff. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's complicated stuff that you guys haven't shared. But yeah, there's anyway. Yeah. So
Pound Cake's picture is in the supers chat.
and she knows our big secret, right? I mean, I guess it's kind of out in the open now.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I ever told you I was a demigod. Of course, she's saying this jokingly.
And she's like, "Wow, so you're like that Odysseus guy on the Justice Legion."
Yeah.
Do
What do you think?
Oh, wait, is there beef between the Greeks and the Egyptians?
No, just
Okay.
I'll lean over and say, "There's a little beef between the Legacy and the Justice Legion."
Oh, right. Yeah, that she kind of gets a little sheepish looking. She's like, "I kind of read the gossip column, so yeah, I'm a little up on that part."
I whispered to Sean, "What are you the god of?"
I am the goddess of the Nile, or well, my mom was the goddess of the Nile. I'm not really. I'm a half breed.
She must be the goddess of one of the tributaries.
They were like the goddess of the runway or something. You're always like so fashionable.
Well, yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
I'm kind of like our brother. I'm considered a half breed, so I don't have a whole lot of status.
Wait. Oh. Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
was like-
point at Ixion.
Okay, I was like, yeah, thank you. I was like, wait, which brother? Oh, yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why I'm here and not there. It was not safe for me to remain after my mom was killed.
How do gods get killed anyway? How doesn't that like
They can die just like anyone else. It's harder, but it is possible to kill us.
She's like, "Wow, this got morbid fast. I am so sorry."
No, it's okay. I mean, it's just the fact of life, I guess.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Jerome, to clarify, because I was sort of writing notes earlier,
Never mind.
we have a contingent of Tavaxians on the ship, right?
Yes, that's your crew.
Are they around?
Well, I'm sure they are going back and forth, finishing up the last of
Getting stuff ready.
supplies. Yeah. Mhm.
Has Pound Cake seen Tavaxians before?
Only on TV.
Also, who's the leader?
Draketh.
Or oh yeah, Okay, I know him. Okay.
I know you. I saw you in the parking lot.
Yeah, they're the ones that swore the oath to you.
Right.
So there's no way they're going to send you up on a ship and not be there. That's just
Fair enough.
It's
Yes.
unconscionable for them.
Gotcha.
Mm.
That's kind of what I thought.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought it was they didn't want us. They were like sending people along to make sure we didn't scratch it or.
Oh no, no.
They were
It
on
got
our
it got brought up a long time ago, but in character, it's the worst dishonor to remove the Tavaxian's hair, like a bald Tavaxian. That basically that's how they denote their prisoners and those who are extremely untrustworthy. They shave them. So all Tavaxians of good standing tend to have very long hair, and it's it's either dreaded or it's like some sort of creative braids or whatnot, just so that it's not in the way. But all of them tend to have a lot of head hair that goes long, go back, and they cut off a piece of their hair and gave it to Lightbringer
Mm.
in swearing their service to her.
I was just in the right place at the right time
Yeah, you seem to have that
Wait.
power, princess.
with the
Mhm.
right bloodline, I guess.
So I mean, so are you introducing her to Tavaxians as well or something?
I figured if they were going to be around, then I would at least like point them out and explain who they are.
Sure. Okay.
I don't.
So
I don't know.
she guffaws at that too, just like she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to hold everybody up, guys. It was great seeing you. I just wanted to hug my cousin before all of you left for who knows how long."
Yeah, it was nice meeting you. We'll have to hang out sometime.
And she's like, "Oh,"
Pleasure.
sort of like a real shocked, surprised sort of thing. And then she leans in and she a little probably too strong. Kind of tugs on Lightbringer's arm excitedly when Shone says that. However, when Lightbringer gets tugged, you can tell that Poundcake is stronger than she looks. So Lightbringer's like, hey.
Yeah, I'll go like, yeah,
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
And she's like
so,
dusting off her shoulder as if that would have helped, Lightbringer.
yeah, we'll have to go shopping sometime.
Oh
That's-
yeah,
Oh, that would be so cool.
we can go to Paris and go shopping.
Oh, right, because you do the teleportation thing and what? Oh,
Yeah.
She's the goddess of the runway.
I can show you all the good stores.
but do they take the dollar there? Wouldn't we have to get
credit cards.
I can't qualify for a credit card. I don't have any credit yet.
Hey, I got you.
They some of the stores already know who I am, so well,
Mm.
not as
She's got the
my
Batman and Robin.
superhero, but they know me as my mundane. So
Oh, okay.
We'll work it out. Don't I'll spot you. Don't even worry. It's
Yeah.
we've missed a lot of birthdays, so don't even worry about it. My treat.
Oh! Did you need me to watch your house while you're away? You don't have any
I-
pets or anything?
I have a roommate. Have you met my roommate?
No, I didn't even know you had a roommate.
Yeah, go knock on my door and introduce yourself, and you guys will have fun.
Okay, sure. I should just
Her-
tell her. I should just tell
her
her I
name's-
know you, right?
Her name's Michelle, and maybe
Okay.
I'll leave her I'll leave her a message and let her know.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'll do that then.
Go keep her company. I'm gone kind of a lot.
So she's not really a roommate. She's a caretaker.
No, oh, gosh. That makes it sound really weird and uncomfortable.
Okay,
You know what?
forget I ever said it. I will. I'll go there tomorrow.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Well. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, so she's like, backing out, says, bye, bye, guys, and then she accidentally backs into a Devaxian, on their way out, and as she's backing up, like the Devaxian actually buckles from that, and he kind of stops and he looks at her and he's like, and she's like, oh gosh, I'm sorry, and she's immediately like picking up these large items like they're nothing, just like, and the Devaxian's like, sort of thing, like impressed that she's clearly stronger than the normal humans that he's run across. And she's just like, and she's got like two really big crates, like in either hand sort of thing. And she's like, where do I put these? And he just goes, points with one of his index fingers. She just walks kind of sideways, shuffles in and, sets them down. And she's like, okay, well, I'll let you guys figure that part out. And then scurries back out.
She's cute.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun surprise, I guess.
And a cousin. Interesting.
You would think she'd be used to all of us.
Yeah, it was kind of a surprise to her as well. So I guess.
So she's just still getting used to her own powers, or?
Yeah. You could say that.
Yeah, I know how it can be. But yeah, she is cute.
She's a cousin of yours. Why isn't she in New Prussia? Isn't that where you're from?
Yeah, so out of character, Jerome, I forgot which side she's from.
She's actually from your mom's side.
And remind me who her parents are.
We didn't
your
actually
grandfather.
develop that.
Oh,
Was
But
it
that's
your-
why I don't remember.
But your mom, her grandparents were her grandmother and your granddad.
Right.
Her granddad, they share the same grandfather, like him.
No, it's actually one line over.
Oh,
So they shared
Okay.
great grandparents.
So like second cousins.
Basically, yeah.
oh yeah.
Gotcha.
Jurgen's brother.
But it's not like you go
sister.
around saying, "Oh, hey, second cousin."
Right.
Hey,
Okay.
brother, twice
No,
removed.
they only do that in the Asian countries. First brother, second brother. Yeah.
Were there
Uh,
actual terms for it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So at that point, you lift off, taking off into space.
Pew, pew.
And this time it's clearly much further than the Alpha Centauri system.
Right.
Quite. Well, we're heading up on our star chart.
So is that where you're going? You're going specifically to the former Solanti system?
Yeah, exactly. Because the rest of his race was moved over to Zwabos, if I remember correctly.
That is correct.
So then, yeah, we would take a course that leads there, and Hyperion would use his recently acquired stellar cartography knowledge to help navigate the best way.
Okay. So obviously, galactic maps, it's not like it just goes, okay, we're going to go straight that way and hit something. It's not,
Yeah.
it's not linear.
It's not
like that.
linear. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you first take off and you're heading on your way, you have two options for choices from here, because there are really, with the exception of what the Devaxians have kind of established, there's really no routes known, quote unquote, known interstellar routes between the Galactic Union and Sol.
Okay.
So think of us in the line of Star Wars. Like, you're going to have to make some, really good astrogation checks, and we'll just call it that because it's, familiar. Essentially, astrogation checks to make it, a thing. Now, obviously, there has been at some point in time, because as you know, Electrum at one point had interaction with the rest of the galaxy. So
Right.
clearly there is a way, and it's essentially you're trying to find that or another way to get around. But the options that you're given from your from the individual, the Tavaxian, or I'm not going to give everybody names, but from your crew, the options you're given is to fly straight into Itagawa, which is the beginning. It's the closest system of the Galactic Union, and it's a part of the Gaxian Confederacy. Right. Or you can take the long way around and go into start from the corporate sector. Now, the corporate sector are their biggest concern are checking for legalities. Is your paperwork in line? Do you have, anything to report that's going to affect them? And as they put it, even though it's the longer way around, it may be the faster option, because the corporate sector are really only concerned with, making sure you have a right to be there. And the Tavaxians can cook that up. Dropping straight into Gaxian space, however, from nowhere, perceivably, that's potentially going to cause a big red flag. If you want to take that risk, you can. But obviously, the known systems flagged the ship at that point on the. It's essentially the same thing as Star Wars. It's the. It's not a transceiver. It's a.
The transponder.
Transponder. Thank you. Essentially, when you enter those appropriate spaces, the transponder tracks where you've been. And the reason why they say it may be advisable to go the longer way around is because you'll track from the corporate sector into wherever else you're going. That's way easier to go, oh, okay, well, they came from they probably took flight from corporate sector, somewhere, and now they're passing through to go someplace else, as opposed to the black of space where nothing has picked you up yet. And then into the Galactic Union space. And they obviously advise don't do it from the Tavaxian Empire, because then it looks like, maybe you're a smuggler, you're going to have to, it's basically additional regulation questions you're going to have to answer and flag for. So
how did I come here?
Oh, you took the legal route because you
So
had no reason not to.
I came from Self in Space to Gaxian into the corporate sector, and then kind of.
Oh no,
snuck
not
out
to the
that
corporate
way.
sector. No, you basically came from Slant Space to the Gaxian Confederacy, which is what it was at that point, and then you veered off on some random tangent looking for Sol System. Basically, you paid a guy to find a guy who found the old route, and you followed that.
Oh, okay. But getting out is a lot easier than getting in.
Yes, actually. Mm-hmm. If you take the legal route.
Right.
It would make sense for the rest of our travels to give ourselves legitimacy so that it's easier to travel. I think going through the corporate sector, even if it might take extra time, would be worth it. Does anyone disagree?
No, I think it's a good idea.
And Lightbringer, I take it you haven't had any further precognitive flashes regarding our father, have you? Or has it just been the one?
I haven't, but I'll maybe try some meditation and see if anything pops up while we're traveling.
Excellent idea. I'm just comparing that to how we dealt with your visions with regard to Tyrex the Tyrant, and it seemed as though you were having more frequent visions the sooner that event was coming to pass. So I'm wondering if the same will happen with this particular event regarding our father. Do you think that's possible, or do your visions work a different way?
I hadn't really looked at the patterns, so I'll think about that too.
Excellent. If that changes, let us know, but it seems that we at least have some time on our side, so I think headed through the corporate sector first would just make it easier overall.
Okay.
Excellent. So, yeah, we'll plot a course in that direction to the corporate sector.
Okay. So at that point, the crew, they start going through. It's clearly flagged, and everything that they have here, they are again because they're honor bound to serve Lightbringer. Everything here translates into English when you guys look at it. So they pull up. Basically, they plug in effectively like a jump drive or something, and it pulls up. And they're color coded. It pulls up some older travel maps, and they're flagged smuggling routes. And there obviously are smuggling routes that come in and out of the Sol sector listed on it, and they managed to find one specifically for the corporate sector, which appears to be like 30 years out of date. The commander kind of cringes a little bit when that happens, but he gives the order and to set out on the way.
When looking over those routes too, do they correspond to what Hyperion knows about the stellar cartography?
Actually,
routes
yeah.
and stuff? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And they're also flagged as such.
Gotcha. Okay, so that hasn't like changed much in whatever time has passed.
Right. Yeah. These are basically like there's a difference. Like most of the ones you have would be the equivalent of Google Maps, right?
Okay.
Then you have these, which it's clear not only because of how the images are generated or whatnot, but they're hand drawn. So pirates,
Okay.
smugglers, so on and so forth have specifically designed these. It's not on obviously any legal database.
Got it. Okay.
So effectively, they hooked up Napster and LimeWire and got the goods.
Is there a
Sweet.
X marks the spot on here? Or,
Sure.
Here there be dragons.
That too, yes.
Is Earth in the dragons area?
Yes.
Cool.
But it's also noted that there's rum there.
Oh, we should stop by.
We were just
Check,
there.
I know.
check that out. Oh,
Why
did
is the
anybody
rum
bring
there?
the rum? Nobody
So-
packed the rum.
We're gonna have to
Before
go get
we-
some space rum.
We got Hungry Man meals.
Go ahead,
We
Matt.
got Sherry 7-Up. We
Guys.
should be fine.
Hang on. Go ahead, Matt.
Before we delve into this endeavor completely, I am going to suggest and expect we define our rules of engagement. Because we are now positioning ourselves as intergalactic criminals, incriminating Earth in this treaty violation. So how do we wish to move forward so that I understand how we wish to act?
My goal, at least for now, is minimal contact while traveling, but when we do come into contact with other races and ships, we need to act in accordance with the new identities we've been given first off, doing what we can to throw off that we're actually from Earth by any means necessary. When it comes to hostilities, we need to be defensive. We don't want to create extra problems for Earth, but at the same time, we'll need to defend ourselves if someone is so aggressive they won't listen to reason. So, it's going to depend on who we run into and what their intentions are. But ultimately, we're not going to be marauding through the galaxy, destroying anybody that we come upon, of course. That's not what we do. But we need to at least show that we won't back down and that we have some strength behind us.
In most
Um,
cases, my interactions and perhaps even Shon's, as well as the Tavaxians, we would know how to placate in most situations, unless it happens to be a race that is openly hostile towards us. We would be your best benefit. Especially considering that Shon and I and the Tavaxians are not unfamiliar with interstellar travel.
Yes, I mean, as I said, pointing out that we are choosing to be extra legal in our endeavor, and just wanted to make sure that we are going to continue to be so as we travel through the galaxy. We're now talking about the smuggler and pirate routes through space, and having false identities because we are violating intergalactic treaties with our planet.
Is Draketh there with us right now, Jerome?
Of course.
So
Unless somebody is stating otherwise, he's sitting in the captain's chair.
okay, cool. So he'll turn to him and say, Captain, what would make the most sense with regard to the purpose of this vessel as we're traveling, given our extra legal status and what have you?
So he turns in his chair as if he's like looking in a specific direction away from you. And he turns again and he says, "That is a good question. We bring exotic foods from afar."
Excellent. That makes sense, especially since we've literally brought those exotic foods on board.
Precisely.
Excellent.
And
All right.
if you are unwilling to consume them, we might be able to trade some for additional credits and barter for additional goods as needed.
would you have to reveal their origin?
In the corporate sector, yes.
Would that get us in trouble?
We are trading exotic goods from a Tavaxian empire.
So that's where they're coming from, the Devaxian Empire, rather than the Sol system. Excellent.
Okay. All right.
All right.
That works.
Our
He
stories
says-
are straight.
He says, apologies for not bringing you into the loop on that. I was not aware that that was something you might need. But I will endeavor to make sure that you understand what it is, what sort of cover we have going forward. Just please ask.
Excellent.
If
Thank you, Captain.
if anyone presses, we did so to avoid the Gaxian tax.
Makes sense.
Regarding not backing down, how far are you expecting to take that?
Again, not to a degree where we come off as marauders or I want our first trip as Earthlings to not be one where we are scared to travel where we need to go. If there are going to be bullies, if there are going to be those who are picking on others as we're traveling, we are superheroes. We do have primary missions, but if something happens and we need to stand up for ourselves or others, then so be it. But we're not going to be going out picking fights. The goal will be diplomacy and defense. But if we have to fight, that's what we must do.
Are there what kind of repercussions are we going to face by taking intelligent life, potentially?
We'll do what we can to avoid doing that, of course, trying to disable ships and disable individuals rather than ending their lives. That way we can then leave the situation without causing too much damage. but we need to be able to defend ourselves. And it's likely that we're going to run into at least some aggressive parties as we're traveling.
Okay. All right. So try to err on the side of non-lethal.
Exactly.
Okay.
What we typically do. But now
I'm
in
going
space.
I'm going to not look at Shone.
She's suddenly just kind of like,
That was just a joke.
Right.
Okay.
So they
sounds
make
good.
the jump at this point, and you can hear Draketh kind of curse, at how long it's going to take.
How long will
because
it
the
take?
ship is subpar.
No, ship is not subpar at all. They are
Oh.
used to. They have, and I should probably mention this again because I know it came up in role play with you, Brittany, but it was probably a year ago. They have effectively what are like boom tubes on their main hyperspace routes. So not only do they have faster than light, they have close to like gateway technology, like amps up their ability to speeds, which is one of the reasons why the Tavaxians are so feared. They can get from point A to point B in their own space within hours, where it might take like, a day or two or whatnot. So they can maneuver, pivot, and change their battle tactics much faster than the rest of the galaxy because of that. Here, however, they don't have that because they're outside of their own domain. So that's why he's kind of cursing. He's like, "Pah."
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, how long will it take then to at least get to the corporate sector?
So he pulls that up and he says, we're looking at 2 of your solar days.
Right.
Cool.
2 days to get used to the ship. Excellent.
I'm Master Draketh. Is there a weight room or like an exercise room somewhere on the ship?
Actually, I think I dropped the maps in Discord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where was that?
It's up a little ways. Once you start finding the conversation about naming it, you should be able to find it. I found 2 different pictures of the ship that were better off, so you have a better understanding of what it looks like. But yeah, the full maps and everything are in there.
Nice.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I found the map. Oh, God, it's 43 pages. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I see a room with weights and stuff. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you've got one. You've got one that gives you the full layout and explanation and stats and whatnot. You can ignore that one. Really, you just want the one that's the maps that kind of tells you everything that you've got.
Okay, yeah. Then when Pulsar, like, unless there's stuff that he needs to do, like with the group, I think he's going to be spending his time like in the weight room.
That'll work. So yeah, you've got a galley, you've got utility rooms, you have a shuttle bay. It does have an independent shuttle as well. Oh, and speaking of which, those of you who are life forms, so everybody but Hyperion, on the trip, all of you are given your immune shots.
Vaccines.
Oh.
None of that typhoid or
You don't want no
influenza.
space herpes.
Oh,
Space herpes.
space herpes would be absolutely terrible. Yes.
But probably also to make sure that we don't spread
Cute-
any of our terrible.
Cue Justin and the smut button.
Yeah.
But
Certainly, there's no Captain Kirks among us here. Oh wait, no, we're the children of Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
Exactly.
do they have shots for me?
Yeah.
Really? Interesting.
They just kind of pour it on top of you.
Yeah,
and
it's
just-
it's the equivalent of a baster for you, but yeah.
Of a
Baster.
make this spot on you liquid. There you go. There we go.
Yeah.
They put them in the fridge overnight to let it set.
Proof.
You let it set for like Jello, and it's like.
We can put like a what's that? That cheesecloth, so you can proof for a little while.
So
Rise.
little time lapse to the 2 days, at this point. But you guys are getting used to the ship, walking around, kind of getting a feel for everything that's here.
Yeah, there is
Yep.
actually a substantial weight room, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm in there, but
Jerome, can I for precognition?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna probably like sit at a window and just watch space go by and
Yeah,
meditate.
you're just finding a spot to. You're doing Samara basically from Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big responsibility though. It means you're gonna have to wear a tight outfit that's got a V cut down the front and
Practically to your belly button.
deal with slavering, fanboys calling you Samami.
I hate that part.
So it's basically life is general right now. Life is normal
Oops.
right now.
Phantom doesn't slobber, just to let you know.
Thank you. I'm so glad.
thanks,
If I
brother.
were to, it
His
just
slobbering
I
goes
know, right?
elsewhere.
Yeah.
if I'm slobbering, it just looks like my face is melting.
That's when you're having a stroke or having a seizure.
Oh,
Are you having a seizure or a stroke, Ixion? She's hot.
Yeah,
That's
I don't want to hear
unbelievable.
that from anybody aboard this ship.
Oh, don't worry, you are not attractive to me. To
Oh,
my
good.
character. Yeah. You are way, way, way too solid.
Whoa, dude.
Rude.
It's getting a little
it's getting hot in
non-family
here.
friendly in here.
Hey! No cousin stuff.
I like my women to be a lot more pliable.
So anyway, I got a green result.
Okay. So there's a moment, and this time you get the feeling you're not seeing the world that you saw before. You're actually looking at space again, but it's as if space is looking at you.
You gotta wink back.
And as you sit and try to figure it out, much like paying attention to a dream, you get another flash. It's basically what it looks like, because you had been looking out the window at just space kind of going by, very similar to other sci-fi epics and whatnot. But it's as if there was a spot that didn't move or adjust as the lights of stars zipped by, as you guys were in light speed. And it just sat there and focused on you. Like you could feel some level of sentience, like it knew you were there. It didn't communicate, that's what was kind of creepy. It's like it knew you were there. And then you get a flash again of what appears to be a desert landscape with a very lush basin that had like a long flowing river in it, very oasis like on for a couple miles on either side of it, very vibrant with life. You can see and based on your knowledge, you would know this, is most people who went through all the way through high school would probably, be able to recognize this. What appear to be Egyptian-like buildings. It's a mix and match, though. It's like if somebody had the Egyptian mythos idea of like the ruins, like you got the Sphinx, you got the pyramids, and so on and so forth, but then you dropped modern buildings all around it. And by modern, I don't mean like what you would expect nowadays. It's like it looks a lot like this.
Space Age.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
And they,
So Egyptian
obviously,
plus like sci-fi.
kind of, yeah. So, and the buildings, obviously they have a special way of refracting, so it catches the sun, and it's like, it's clearly advanced architecture, and all around you end up seeing these, almost as if the sky is rendering, or actually not rendering, but rending, and somewhere else is pulling through. Very similar to the conduit connection that Hyperion has developed, but it's not a refined circle like he's got. It's appearing very much like a tear, and there's other beings falling through, and it's what you quickly start to realize is it's some sort of end. It's an end of a cycle sequence. It's apocalyptic, because from one moment you were looking at almost as if you're in a train watching something kind of pass by, right? It's far enough that it's not right on top of you, but it's close enough that you can still make out good bits of detail if it's big enough. And you see this happening, and then like buildings start to fall and fires start to break out, and rubble starts to jut up from the ground, just as if whatever you're witnessing, the reality itself, is bending and falling apart.
Hmm.
And all the while,
Inception going on.
while you're watching this, though, you still feel like you're being watched. Like something knows you're there and is observing whatever this was.
Jerome, do I get the feeling that this is happening in the present or the future or the past?
Give me an intuition check.
Thanos. Some big purple guy with a wrinkly chin.
Yellow.
So you get a yellow.
Also, yeah. Also, like as tangential to that, do I get the feeling that this is a vision being fed to me by that intelligence?
No.
Okay.
You just feel observed, and it's unnerving. But what you are able to discern is it feels like this is in the past.
Okay.
You are observing something that you were not actively there for, but it has already happened.
Do I feel any sense of connection with the previous vision with Electrum?
No.
Okay, so this feels separate.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Was that everything?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm observing this from the planet, right? I don't see space as part of this, or am I like,
No, it changed.
Oh yeah.
When you first started, in that vision, it started off kind of like where you sat
Right.
down and started your meditation.
Right. Okay. And then the scene changed.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I guess that's enough for now. I'll share that with the group.
Okay.
And I'll try again another time. But yeah, as far as the group, I'll basically like make an illusion to replay it for you.
Okay. Yes,
And this time
that's
definitely
terrifying.
look at I definitely look at Sean. Or maybe I'll preface this with I think I saw your home dying. So I don't know if you want to see this or not.
You think it's my home?
Or something related to your home.
If you show it, she might recognize it if it actually is.
It's just so you're aware it's not a happy picture. But I'll go ahead and kind of replay it for him.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Not a
guess
popcorn flick.
that she does recognize everything.
Oh yeah, it's the capital city. And intermittently, because she's basically just kind of relaying what she saw in her illusion. Intermittently, you see like a ship, like rocket off. One of them blows up because of just something happening. Two others might zip off and look like they go off screen somewhere or whatnot. Like people are trying to actively escape whatever destruction is happening.
I walk over and I hold Shion.
I still have family there.
Maybe some of them escaped. We should ask around. Maybe we can find stragglers,
I
survivors.
kept a contact close to me. Well, he's the one that helped me get out and here. As soon as we can, I need to reach out and see if I can't contact him.
Jerome, when Lightbringer is showing this stuff, the things coming through this rift, could we tell what those were?
It was hard to say because it was just, like I said, it was just far enough away. So you saw humanoid figures,
Okay.
but they weren't humanoid like you guys.
Did they look similar to the black body beings when we were being attacked just before getting pulled into that
Oh, good
quantum
point.
reality
No,
thing?
it does not.
No, okay.
Those resembled humans,
Yeah, okay.
despite obviously being, black and misshapen a bit. They resembled humans. These
Okay.
almost have like an aquatic sort of look to it, although not all, but similar.
Did they look anything like our Kesk friend?
Great question. At a distance, it could pass for that.
Okay,
You wouldn't want to put all your. I'll put it this way: you wouldn't want to put all your eggs in one cart,
sure.
but you can draw some similarities.
Okay. So then he's looking at that and saying, I can't tell if the invaders are Kesk or something else, but it seems as if they're either interspatial or literally moving through an interdimensional rift, that tear in space. It's similar, but not exactly what I do. Can you tell, Lightbringer, how long ago this was?
Jerome, do I have any feeling about that?
Give me an intuition check. Get a red result.
Spend karma.
Because this sort of thing's always hard for you. It's always like you're capturing the moment, but you don't necessarily know the time. But I'll give you a shot. You're getting pretty experienced with your precog.
Should I spend some karma?
You
I wouldn't
can
hurt.
if you want. It's not like super important that we know exactly when, but
My intuition is 40.
iron 40. And you'd need
Or
a
iron.
red 90. I mean, we have 500 right now. I guess if you spent 90, that would just guarantee it.
90.
We can do that.
Is that worth it?
Sean's gonna think so.
So would Ixion.
Let's do it. Go
Okay.
ahead and spend the
All right.
90. I'll deduct it.
Oh, what the fuck! Let's do it.
How about that? I got a red feed.
All right. Woo.
Okay.
115.
You
Which
get
wasn't very much higher, yeah.
so when you think about what it was that you got, again, you're getting a better about your precog ability since you had to tap into it. It's a memory muscle of some sort. If you had to take a guess, it was within the past 10 years. So recent.
Okay. I will relay that.
Past decade.
And I'll look to Chone and ask, how long did you say you've been on Earth again?
Yeah, you've only we haven't really delved into it, but you've only been on Earth for maybe, especially including joining the team, maybe 3.5 years.
Yeah. Less than 4.
And you'd been to this place
To the capital.
within the last 10 years, right? Or were you somewhere else?
You were at the capital.
When I was at the capital, there was no destruction. So this
So
happened after I left.
well, that's disconcerting. Did we hear from Collapsing Star how recently the refugees had been found?
Jerome exited stage left.
Looking
Does
through my
anyone
notes
remember
here.
that?
Mm-mm.
Not
Trying
that
to
I
see.
I remember him saying that there were refugees. Let me see. Okay, maybe
Yeah.
I'll ask my notes.
So he, so then Hyperion would be like, he didn't give a specific time frame of when that actually occurred, but he did mention that many of the Pantheon races that seem to be what we would consider gods from their own realities had turned into refugees.
My notes says the Galactic Union has been dealing with a bunch of Heliopolis refugees over the past few years now. The Union was designed to deal with what is effectively extraterrestrial life, kind of like how governments back home deal with their own citizens. The problem with these guys is they are extra dimensional and they are falling into legal loopholes, so they have wound up wandering the space lanes like hobos. Blah blah blah. Lack a home system, lack basic rights, lack a lot of basic rights. But he just says over the past few years.
Yeah.
And they estimate numbers to be between 1,000 and 5,000 throughout the universe. So it sounds like within the last 3.5 years, this happened.
Wonder if the same thing was happening to each pantheon, or if it was different for each.
So the Pantheon races are being targeted.
did not the Greeks and Romans have pantheon gods?
Yes.
Would they be also of an interdimensional being such as yourself?
Some of them, I'm sure.
That seems to be the pattern. We don't have specific information on each pantheon.
Does that include the Aesir?
I would think so. They're of Norse descent, and there were Norse gods, so it would make sense.
It's interesting that this is the vision that came to you when you were focusing now.
Well, I
this-
mean, I was sort of letting my mind drift looking at space. Maybe, I mean, it's not what I was hoping to get, but maybe it had something to do with, I don't know, reaching out into the space.
Did you mention the entity to us?
I probably didn't because I'm not sure how to parse that yet. But yeah, I probably. Okay, so after mentioning kind of like letting my mind drift into space, I'll kind of pause and then just say I did get a strange feeling of sentience or awareness. Like I'm being observed and I don't know what that means. But
Ye-
it kind of makes me wonder if I'm getting this message from somewhere, someone, something.
Being
There are
observed.
legends of universal and galactic deities. I do not recall if I believe there was a all-encompassing, some of what of a elder god, but I am not too familiar with that. I was more a man of science rather than theology.
Hmm.
Well,
But there is
that's
rumor of it.
that's as much as I could get this time. I'll give it some more space as we have time. See if anything else turns up.
Of course.
Sorry, that's not really helpful.
No.
I shall reach over and squeeze Sean's hand.
Thank you. As soon as we can, I would like to verify the information. But right now, we need to concentrate on the task at hand.
Do you have a way to contact your person, or would it involve teleporting back to him?
I would have to teleport to Egypt,
Mm.
but yes, I have a way to contact him.
Now that I think of it, there was a goddess. Name was Sistrix. She was a goddess of strength and creation. She was an entity of pure energy, but she was often seen in a semi-physical form, uh, matching the viewer. So she would take the form of those she was professing to. Some of my race did follow her or worshipped her, if you will. That is the extent of what I can remember at this time.
Hmm.
You think this might have
Her
been
name is spelled Cystrix for any omnipotent note taker that may be listening.
seems oddly specific.
All right.
Come in, you royal boob.
You think that sounds like something that I would have experienced?
You are looking through a form of energy, if you will. The space and time continuum is, in essence, a type of energy. If this deity or being is of pure energy, it is only logical that the potential is significantly there.
Is she a, a positive influence?
She was, as far as my race was concerned. We are a very benevolent race. We are not a warmongering race. So
Hmm.
I would assume so.
Wait, I'm
Okay.
I'm a little confused. You're the Salanthi god is the one who is showing Lightbringer the vision of
It is not
Shone's homeworld?
necessarily a Salanthi god. It is a omnipotent being that shows herself when she does choose to show herself. She would show herself as one of you if she were to show herself to you. If she were to show herself to the Salanthi, she would look like a Salanthi.
She
Do you
can
have
change her
any-
shape.
Did you see a god peeking back at you, Lightbringer?
Mm-mm.
She said she felt an entity, like something. It felt as if someone was watching her. It seems that that could be a possibility. It would take a very strong entity or somebody that was in tune to her exact specific power set that would be able to interfere, influence, or even observe exactly what she is seeing.
And Lightbringer, have you ever experienced that before during your visions? Being watched while you're seeing a different event?
Let's see. I wrote with the other vision. That was before.
As you're looking that up, you guys hear a minor alarm go off in the ship. It's like an alert klaxon, just essentially letting the captain know he needs to come to the command deck.
Someone burnt their popcorn again. Oh, sorry.
Worse, fish,
Ooh.
Oh no, that's terrible.
and it's in the ship. We can't escape it.
No. That's it. Out the airlock, everybody.
All right. I can't breathe out there. Well, we can't breathe in here either.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's worth it. No, yeah. So Hyperion's gonna head to the bridge.
So Durketh is coming forward. He's putting on. He keep in mind all of the Tavaxians are physical specimens. It's just that's a part of what their race is, and he's just kind of putting on his his coat sort of thing, and to look semi-official. Throws his hair back and asks the navigator at this point, and he says, "Put it on screen. Put it on screen." Keep in mind, you guys are still going through light speed at this point.
Yeah.
And you see a ship just floating. It's adrift. At first sign, looking at it, I mean, even as a human with little interstellar experience, it's kind of long, kind of boxy looking. Probably some sort of long hauler of some kind.
It's adrift at light speed.
No,
Oh,
they are viewing it adrift.
oh okay.
While
You
we're
guys
traveling.
are while you're traveling.
Okay.
Okay.
And
What?
so Durketh says, "How did we find this?" distress beacon, sir. We will be upon it within about the next 2 hours if you wish to intercede.
Can we tell what race was emitting that beacon?
They filter and they say, no, apologies, we are unable to filter on that sort of basis.
Does the ship have any? Oh, sorry.
The transponder, however, indicates it has exited, or it last came from Gaxian space.
Is there
So
like
because we're in that spot that's in between
Yeah.
Sol and
Right. Okay.
Is there anything in the message that might give like a ship serial number, like a kind of like how what we're doing is like we're setting up like a where we came from? Like, can we tell where the ship came from? Or...
Yeah, that's what he indicated. They've got the ping on the ship. I'm not going to give the name, but they've got the name.
Okay.
Just because there's certain details I don't want to give, so that way it's not so difficult to make notes. But essentially, you've got the ID of the vessel and the fact that it came from the Gaxian Union or Confederacy. Sorry.
Does the distress include the reason for the distress?
It is a general distress, and it appears to be the only note that they have attached to the distress beacon is that there is a loss of power.
which there are not many races that can survive in the vacuum of space for any period of time, if at all. So loss of power running on battery backup is going to be minimal.
Can we tell how many crew
Passengers.
or how many
So-
people would be aboard that ship?
So they can't tell based on the ship, like scanning it. They're not in range yet, but they
But
get
like the
they get the
size?
they get the make and model of what it is. It's a common long haul cruiser. They come up with it and they say, looks like it should have a staff of about 10, and it takes 3 people to fly. Pilot, co-pilot, and comms. And they say, looks like the rest of the specs on the ship is it has massive storage space.
Would we be in a position to take them on board and get them where they need to go if needed?
At that point, like everybody starts looking at one another, sort of thing, and the captain, catches their glance and he says, "Ma'am, we could be looking at a potential biohazard."
If we
Is
had,
Did we bring
Go
that
ahead.
heal spray? Yeah, Matt,
Mhm.
go ahead.
Is the distress beacon automated or is it a recorded message?
It is an automated message.
that's troubling. They're not able to send a message of their own, but they're relying on a recorded one. They haven't done us any harm. And they are relatively on the way. It sounds like it wouldn't take us long to get there. I think it'd be worth at least heading there, seeing if we can assist in some fashion. If it is some sort of trap, we can make sure to be ready for some sort of strange ambush, but assuming this is legitimate, now that we're aware of it, as superheroes, we should intervene.
If it is something potentially biological, under most pretenses, I would be immune, as well would Hyperion. Both he and I could go to the other ship if absolutely necessary, and under most circumstances be immune to whatever potential is there.
Excellent.
What kind of medical / chemistry type lab space do we have?
On this particular ship, ma'am, it's minimal. It's specifically designed to assist us.
if it's something like the wasting sickness, we already have solutions for earth-based organisms. Perhaps we could fabricate something, but I don't know if we have the resources to do that on the ship.
If we were to stop, then I could generate a portal or a conduit from here back home that we could pass through to gain any extra supplies that we need if that's the case. I can't create a portal large enough for this entire ship to move through, but something that we can pass through if need be. So we have that option.
Captain, what are the, not chances, but how often is it that pirates would lay some sort of trap in this area of the galaxy? Is it a concern?
It could be a concern, yes. And if this, what we're seeing here could also be an infected biohazard. The wasting disease has been an issue, and this is how it manifests.
Is there any way we could scan for it once we're in the vicinity of it?
Well, if I understand my lady has developed some sort of medical knowledge of that, if she could provide that to us, we could scan and see if that is there. That
But
would
who
probably be
determines?
the most effective way of determining if this is safe or not, rather than jumping into it.
Certainly,
Have we
I'd be happy
determined whether
to.
or not our inoculations and cures, that our treatments inoculate us against the disease, against future?
I think unless
infection?
it's evolved in such a way that that the inoculation no longer recognizes.
If we
The
need
disease.
eyes on within that ship when we approach it, as long as it isn't erratic or moving, if we can move within 2 miles of it, I can project photonic copies onto that ship and then observe it from there. That way, it
There would be
creates
no
a filter
chance.
for us.
I think that would be the best option.
That would
Yeah.
be
Definitely
wiser,
be the
sir.
safest bet.
Excellent. All right. We have a plan. Let's intercept and see what we can do for them.
So he gives
I'll-
the order to lay in a course to find it, stop, and get within, breathing distance
range.
if you're in space. Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah. So get close, but not too close.
And I'll go ahead and work with the crew to get them outfitted so that they can scan medical stuff.
Gotcha. The breakdown of what it
Yeah.
is that you discovered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pull my whiteboard out of my pocket watch.
Okay. So within moments, they end up dropping out of light speed. Looking at it, and you can tell that the Tavaxians on board, they're unnerved by seeing this. Just adrift. And
Spaceship.
and then you of course make your copies.
Yep.
Or a copy or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Just make one.
yeah, and send it forward. They are in the process of reticulating the splines to get Lightbringer's theorem in, so that way they can then convert that to something they can scan for. And then Hyperion, as you drop your element in, inside the ship, you can see that the only power that's on in here is the emergency reserve.
Okay.
So the only thing that's actively being used is there are like throbbing lights in the hallway showing that there was an emergency of some kind.
Okay.
But otherwise, you don't see anything else. You can see the condensation on the walls where it's slick and cool.
Okay.
Obviously, everything here has succumbed to the essentially the cold of space.
Okay. Looks like there may have been a hull breach somewhere. There's condensation. It's extremely cold on board, and he himself is saying this. You know, his physical self, so everyone can hear him, of course. And then he's like, minimal lights, not seeing much activity. I'll keep exploring to see if I can find anyone on board. You know, hover his copy throughout the ship.
Okay. And as you are, of course, you're not limited to go through the walls and whatnot here. That's not an issue.
Yeah.
You can see that there is what appears to be an individual kind of walking the halls at a limp. You don't see any sort of hull breach. It looks like this is just life supports have completely failed, and there's because life support has failed, there's no like heat or anything in here, so
Okay.
that's where the cold and everything has come from. Oddly enough, the gravity in here is still on. How it's drawing, it's unknown. But you could see like one individual kind of hunched a little bit, kind of walking slowly forward, like to the cabin or whatever have you. Its arm pinned to its chest, sort of thing. Like maybe it was an injury or something. It's reptilian looking.
Okay.
From your own database, that would be Gaxian.
Okay.
Based on what they look like. They look like humanoid raptors, basically.
Gotcha.
Um,
When he's got his like arm up to him, does it look like he's injured, or does it look like he's just taken a weird like position as he's walking around for no good reason?
as you get close enough, yeah, he's just a weird position.
Okay. Then
He has all kinds of sores all over him.
then yeah, he's actual Hyperion will be like, I found an individual, appears Gaxian. He does seem to have an infection, sores all over his body, moving slowly at a strange pace and position.
Be mindful.
Seems-
They have a tendency to be pirates. They are a very violent race, typically.
And right at that point, they get the code from that Lightbringer gave them. They start scanning, and immediately alarms go on for combat alert, and they start powering up shields and weapons. And those of you who are on, well, pretty much everybody, but those of you at the command deck realize that because Lightbringer provided them the biological code, essentially, of this wasting disease, they picked up a ship that was in full cloak because they picked up a ship that was out there, so they can't visually see it, but they can see the disease
In a cloak shaped.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If they have the disease and they cloaked themselves, how does that make sense?
So-
It's a
Yeah,
It's the ship.
at that point, the captain is focusing first, obviously, on the cloaked vessel, because that's clearly what was laying in wait. But then nothing's happening.
Oh, maybe the cloak ship was pirates that breached this ship, caught the disease, and then their ship has just kind of died laying in waiting.
It's possible.
They can
Jerome,
detect life forms
Oh.
on the cloak ship.
They're detecting the presence of the disease.
disease, okay.
Yeah, because it's
It's a biological scanner, so it's not necessarily
Yeah.
detecting life
Mm,
in and of
right,
itself.
okay.
It's scanning for that disease. That's what kind of threw them off. They're like, whoa, hold on a second. And they've got a visual of something out there. They can't really make out the type of vessel. They can just clearly pick out that shouldn't be there. something is there, that's an additional danger.
Can we tell how far away that ship is from us?
Not far. It is within maybe 4 miles of this vessel. It was clearly close enough. If you theorized, which you're probably right, they probably already boarded this vessel, brought the disease back, and probably all died off themselves.
They're like a cat waiting to pounce, but it died of the infection it got from the thing it laid a trap as.
Yes, Brittany.
What's my? How do I know what my range is for an empathy check?
Great
And would it-
question. When it comes
would
to
I be able
space,
to-
you're not close enough.
Okay. Would it even work through like spaceship walls?
If you were on top of the spaceship, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not limited by that. It's just limited by range.
What about telepathy? Same?
Yeah, when you're dealing with space and the fact that it's so vast and whatnot, you almost have to be on top of them. Think
Okay.
Deanna Troy in that sense. Like the only time she was
Okay.
ever able to pick up anything is by that point they had them on their visuals.
Okay.
Is cloaking technology common, or is it an advanced technology that would be valuable? And what are the salvage rules of space?
So the captain cringes with that question. He says, stealth technology is available for military use. From our understanding, it is extremely restrictive for obvious reasons and outlawed for most non-military vessels within the Galactic Union. So by that, it is very valuable. I, however, am unwilling to risk my crew to attempt to bring that in.
Certainly, but so there is a possibility that this cloaked vessel is a governmental military vessel, or the illegal use of it suggests a significant pirate ability or
Correct.
of force.
It is more than likely that the Gaxians commandeered this vessel from another race's military and are utilizing it for their own means. Or, in the event that they were able to originally commandeer something, it is a Gaxian military vessel. Because, again, they are a very hostile and warlike race. Their military is fairly substantial from my understanding.
We won't know if it's pirates or a actual until unless we're going to risk getting closer to it. But
We can continue with this current plan. On the current ship that I am investigating, I can make my way to a computer and see if we can establish a data channel between the Valiant and it, so we can download whatever happened to it, and then accomplish the same thing with the cloaked vessel. Apparently, especially since it isn't aggressive or attacking, it seems to be just sitting there.
They may be.
The scanners didn't pick up
Compromised.
the wasting sickness on the distressed
Visible.
ship, right?
Yes, it did.
Oh, they did. Okay, so
yeah.
both. Okay.
and is the analysis to Hyperion is the creature, has it noticed you yet, or does it seem to just be pacing still?
I haven't made any attempt to make myself known. It does seem to be alone and pacing. I'm not sure how far along the disease is, but it looks like long enough for it to have a great effect.
You've seen other beings in this in the ship because you've been going around it at this point.
Okay.
All the others appear to be dead and frozen.
Okay.
So
Then he'd be like,
Hyperion, you would note whatever this disease is preventing them from being completely frozen as well.
okay. Yeah, so then he'll be like, others on this ship are dead. They're cool, but not frozen. This disease is it's as if it's providing it with just enough energy to not completely freeze. That's concerning. I understand the captain's wariness. Let me see if I can find an active computer terminal and establish that connection. So that's what he does.
Okay. Why don't you give me a reason check?
Can I get a column shift for computer operation?
I'm not going to grant it at this point. It's alien tech.
Got it. Okay.
Eventually, however, when you adjust, yes.
Cool. Green feet.
Okay. Didn't need it. And so how are you accessing it in this form? Can you physically interact now?
Well, yeah, he can make his hard light copies, so he'll turn it into a hard light copy. Press buttons, all that stuff.
Okay. Operations are simple enough once you figure out how to operate the computer. For obvious reasons, because it's a long haul freighter, so they're not trying to make it complicated. Mm-hmm. The notes on the notes that they have there is that they encountered they ended up encountering a problem within the ship. It looks like some supplies that they picked up may have been tainted in some kind. The transponder indicates that they had come from they themselves had actually come from somewhere else in the black. There are coordinates, but it's not going to help because the black isn't really, mapped out like that. You could still attempt to pull their travel arrangements, and that might help square it off.
Okay.
Not like that's going to spread anything. Once they realized what they had was essentially tainted goods, the crew started getting sick. They realized that they had ended up getting the wasting sickness too late, and they ended up before the last line of communications from the captain that was on there indicated that the he was attempting to put the power banks into overload, or the energy core into overload to blow the whole thing up, and that's really where it left off.
Okay. Yes, then it'd be like, well, they came from strange coordinates in outer space. But they encountered a problem with the ship, realized supplies that they had were tainted. The crew then got sick. The disease spread rapidly, and before the captain could cause the ship to self-destruct, it seems as if he was affected before he could put that plan into action. And here they are now.
Oh, and not all the races that you saw that were dead were Gaxian.
Oh, okay.
You
What
had-
other races can I tell?
You had one that was Ubari. You could pick that up right away because you've seen them.
Right.
And then the last one was actually you've actually never seen them before, but you've heard how they're described from their own records. They were Citramite,
Ooh.
so they were rock-like beings.
Yeah, so then he'll be like, there are other beings on this vessel. It looks like it was a multicultural crew. Ubari, Gaxians, and Citramites. Did it indicate anything regarding the other ship that's now there, or is
No.
there nothing about that? Okay.
No.
And he's like, there's no mention of the other ship. So apparently that arrived after the crew was affected by the disease.
So, do we think that perhaps the other ship thought they were going to salvage?
Almost assuredly. They saw low hanging fruit, arrived, came back, didn't realize what they were doing, and it probably spread throughout their ship as rapidly as it did here before that ship could even do anything, even turn off its cloak. So, to find out more, we'll need to head closer to that cloaked ship so I can accomplish the same thing.
Okay, so I'm going to assume you guys give that command so that we don't have to role play through all the nuance.
Yeah.
But essentially, the ship moves closer to the other cloaked vessel. They, for security reasons, the Valiant opens fire on the cloaked vessel in the vicinity. Obviously, they can't specifically target it.
Yeah.
So they end up giving it 2 like low powered shots to not purposely to set it adrift, but so they can visually see it, so they can start trying to confirm the image, and it's enough. You end up seeing, like, it takes some, it takes a couple. It ends up taking a couple hits, and then the crew at that point like stop, and he says, "It's confirmed, sir. It's a salvage, or it's a Kestrel class medium transport." And so the captain, kind of rubs his chin a bit, and he says, "That makes sense. It's that is a common favorite among pirates." And then he ends up asking. He says, "What of the?" What of the additional craft that are on board?" "Hold one moment, sir. Scanning. One's missing." So he, kind of looks around. And he says, I want passive scans around us as far out as we can get. It's not going to have a cloak, but I want to make sure that thing isn't hiding somewhere and is going to try and jump out at us for some reason." "Aye, sir."
Drakev, how offensive is this ship? Is it maneuverable?
It's decent. It wouldn't
It's
stand.
decent.
It wouldn't stand up to us in a straight up fight. But this particular vessel comes with 2 additional combat craft.
Okay. I can also deploy and just keep a watch on the outside of the ship. I can survive in space, right, Jerome?
Oh yeah.
In my suit? Yeah, so I'll offer to do that because it's better than just standing and watching.
Okay.
So
So then he tells you, where the airlock is, and he's going to have somebody stand by to let you back on, when you're done doing your thing. So yeah.
okay. Yeah, I've got the headpiece will work
Mhm.
communicating with everybody, right? Okay. Then yeah, I'll go to the airlock and then deploy and just keep an eye out.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll have Compass scan for any smaller craft too, or look for good hiding spots.
Compass will do that.
That's right, he will.
Mhm.
sorry.
Whoa, now.
I know, right?
In fact, Compass ends up asking you, and he says, "Champion, are you aware that this is a pirate vessel?"
Yeah, I'm aware. Is there something else about it that I should know?
"I was merely confirming."
Oh yeah, it seems to be a pirate. The one that we're looking at that's cloaked is a pirate vessel, but it looks like there may be smaller crafts that we need to be searching for that may have deployed.
"Updating your visor. Please look around to see if you can confirm the ion trail." Go ahead and roll your intuition.
Okay. That wasn't enough. Just looking around.
That was great reenacting.
Ah, thanks.
Oh, is that the ship we came up on?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
White feet.
That's the Kestrel. Okay, you're unable to see anything currently.
Okay. I'll still keep close enough to the ship, but I'm going to kind of zip around and just try to,
Okay.
intercept anything that might come our way.
Sure. I'll give you another roll in a minute. So Hyperion.
Yeah.
So you got the visual. The ship is obviously there. You can see it. I posted a picture of it in Discord chat.
Yep. Very cool.
So it's very sleek. The colors that it has on it are not the white and red that you see in that one, but they are like a dark blue, black, and gray, which is a near perfect camouflage pattern for space.
Right.
Again, confirming these guys are pirates. They're trying to
Yeah.
hide even visually.
Okay.
You get on board the ship. The ship, however, still has like life support. You can see that there are, beings, like everybody on board the ship here. Again, multicultural. One of which was Tavaxian, another two are Gaxian, and then you end up having, you end up seeing one humanoid, and then two more who are. Let me get my list here real quick. Aliens. One is Alinar or Alinari.
Okay.
All of which have those swords.
Okay. So he's like another multicultural crew, including Tavaxians, Gaxians, and Alinari. Dead so far, have the same sores. Making my way to a computer terminal, see if I can gather what happened here exactly.
Are you in your hard light form right now?
For right now, when he's just kind of moving about, he'll be in his like soft light form, so he's
Okay.
intangible. Once he finds a computer, he'll be a hard light
Okay.
copy.
So
he can
go ahead and give it a
punch
roll again. Finding it, I mean, again, these ships and the fact that you're not hampered by going through doors,
Yeah.
they're all built in essentially the same sort of way, like command cabin that way, command deck or whatever have you, engines to the back, sort of thing. They all have the kind of the same premise.
Okay. Am I making a reason check?
Yep.
Okay.
Accessing the computers.
Green feed.
Okay. So you get the last moments of this particular ship. You also beam back the transponder codes where it's been. Transponder codes, the captain indicates or have all been burned. For, again, obvious reasons, pirates. They're not telling anybody where they're coming from.
Right.
You can also detect they have a computer program that on board, or a system, I should say, that helps them fake their transponder codes
Okay.
so that they seem legal or free and clear when they finally get into civilized space.
Gotcha.
Essentially, what you pick up from this particular vessel is they stumbled onto the freighter, and their scanners picked up unprocessed valuable ore.
Okay.
When you see the chemical compound,
Yeah.
it is dangerously close to Dravixium. You could estimate if it's not. The fact that it's not quite Dravixium is probably because it's unprocessed. You haven't seen the unprocessed version of it. So if you had to guess, that may have been it. So obviously, these guys saw dollar signs.
Right.
There's no way they could pass this up.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly, even without accessing the logs, they went on board to confirm their findings. They did. It's a treasure trove. They are in the process of bringing it over, contract the wasting disease, and essentially everybody at this point has died. Now you notice, now that you have your hard light on because you had to access the computers,
Yeah.
the dead bodies are getting up and moving about. They, however, don't seem to be moving towards you. It's as if they sense something but can't see it.
Something's happening. The bodies that were dead they're animating and moving towards something else. Not
Was that not what some of them did on Earth?
We never saw them. When we opened up the vault and exposed ourselves to it, there was a creature deep within that we never got a good look of. I baked it alive before it could get to us.
I wonder if that is what these are, or perhaps the adolescence of such creatures.
Hyperion, I don't know if there's any way for you or anybody with a big brain to know, but like, is Dravixium in its like raw form, like would that be the source of the wasting sickness? Because we found it also in a Dexamite mine. Like, is there something related to that, or
Actually, George, why don't you give yourself a reason check?
oh snap? Let's see if I can roll good this time. I don't have an accent in this game, so probably not.
oh,
Should give myself an accent.
Should
God blimey.
Well, you have an American accent, so there you go.
there you go.
There's
Yeah.
loopholes.
Technically,
Yeah.
I'll pick a Texan accent. All right, rolling good. Oh, that's green feet. It's working already.
Mhm.
French fried potatoes.
Told me to roll a reason check, and I got a green.
So, you right after you said that, you know right away that would have been an immediate problem on Seni if that was the case. That would have been that
What, the
wouldn't have been.
accent?
Yes, the accent is absolutely the cause of the problem.
The accent.
Fun fact: that's why I was in a shed talking to plants the whole time. They thought I was well.
Not even a greenhouse, just a shed.
One potted plant.
Some folks
There's a
call
little
it a
crack
tomato
in the
plant.
wall that allows a little bit of sunlight for like 2 hours a day,
Yeah.
just enough to keep it alive.
So, yeah, so that would be something near impossible to hide if that was the case.
Okay, then I wonder what it was on board the passenger ship that was tainted by this. Like, is there any way of knowing?
Hyperion, you want to check?
Yeah, I could take a look to see. Let me see what I can do.
Because they came from, I'm assuming, the parts of space where people aren't supposed to be. Is it possible they ended up on a source world and picked up some like crazy artifact or something?
It's quite possible. That may be what those coordinates were indicating. Let me head back to that freighter ship and see what's there. So
I would assume that the reason why they activated is because you are doing things that would be indicative of a normal life form manipulating the system. Perhaps they were dormant, and with any type of virus or bacteria, it seeks to promote its own existence and spread. But yet, since you are not organic or not alive, it was ignoring you. Or perhaps that you are not organic enough.
Interesting.
Do they have eyes? Perhaps they have like thermal vision. Do your hard light copies not give off heat?
It would be extremely minimal. They, of course, can be seen visually.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can test that theory. I'll move about this ship to see if there's any other large creature we haven't seen.
In your hard light copy?
Actually, he's gonna turn the hard light copy back to just a regular soft light copy. See if that does anything first.
Okay. They stop looking around.
And do they then like fall back down dead, or do they just stand there?
For now, they're just kind of standing.
Okay. So then he's like, I've changed the version of my copy from hard light to soft light, and they've suddenly stopped. So they're aware of physicality.
Could be air
Physicality.
pressure.
Could be air pressure. It could be a form of sonar, something that requires physicality for them to understand and sense it.
Do they have eyes, or is there
Hmm?
are their faces like ravaged by the disease too?
Yeah, I mean, they basically look like they suffer from a bubonic plague.
They,
Oh,
They
okay.
look nasty, but they still got eyes. And
Okay,
yeah,
I wasn't sure how Last of Us these guys were looking with this
Oh.
disease. Like,
gotcha.
they look like their original selves, but there's sores all over their body in different places. So they do still retain at least most of their senses, it would seem, but they only respond to the physicality of a humanoid-like being. But when I stopped being physical, they stopped themselves. It seems that they can lay dormant as well. That's what they were doing when I first arrived. Then they got up when I became physical. This disease is extremely complicated. All right. Let me see if I can head back to the other ship then and find the source of the wasting plague to see what cargo was actually infected. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that copy, and then on the freighter ship, make a soft light copy again and head to wherever its cargo hold was.
Okay. Pulsar, why don't you give me another intuition check?
you got it. Oh, it's working. I got a yeller.
Are we going to be stuck with this voice now for Pulsar all of a sudden?
Pulsar.
If it gives me good rolls.
He's like that comedian who's Korean, but he speaks a southern accent because that's where he grew up. Henry Cho.
Oh yeah, I've seen that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Nice.
He's like when I was growing up, we'd go out and one of the games we'd play with Cowboys and Indians. I was always a cook.
I've seen him.
Yeah, he's great.
awesome.
He's like,
so
then when
hilarious.
we go out and go play guns, well, it's the whole neighborhood versus you, sort of thing. One of his old jokes. Yeah, I like him a lot. Anyway, so at this point, Pulsar, you pick up on that ion trail that Compass mentioned, and you can see that there is a trail leaving this area.
Okay.
It's faint though.
Okay. I'm gonna radio to the bridge. And just be like, I've picked up an ion trail. It's faint. The most likely the path of the ship that departed. I'm gonna follow it before it becomes too faint for me to see where it's going.
Just be careful.
I can't do. And I'm gonna chase after it.
Chase after it. Okay, so Hyperion, you get back to the other ship.
Yeah.
And it looks like obviously the bulk of it was the ore, but they also have several containers of spice.
Okay. So
Is
they
that
have
weird stuff spice, or is it like
Is it Dune
spices?
spice?
It's the equivalent of something from Dune, like it's a or Star Wars for that matter. It's a type of spice that is used as an illicit drug.
Okay.
Um,
There seems to be containers of hard drug that may be where the main source of the contamination came from. There is still some unprocessed Dravixie ore here as well, but it's likely the spice that it's actually originated from. Interesting.
is there any way to
Alright.
tell what kind of spice that is?
Can I get the actual chemical composition of it, Jerome?
Not without bringing it on board to get it actually scanned.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was gonna say I'd ask you to bring a sample, but I think that's exactly what we don't want to do.
All right.
And I don't think we have any scanners that could do that for him.
Is there any scanning equipment
Oh yeah, on the ship.
this ship?
We have a quarantine area.
Yes,
on the
but
ship.
not on board. It's for the ship navigating.
Oh, okay.
They don't have a science wing.
No,
We're not on my
Yeah.
We're
You're
not
gonna
on
have to
Ixion
put
ship
one.
anymore.
Right.
Dang it.
Exactly.
We're not on the nerd vessel anymore.
Nerds.
No, you're effectively on the Defiant, is what you're on.
And you didn't get an exact origin or location history for this ship.
This ship seemed to originate from strange coordinates that don't pertain to an astral body. So it's as if they went to some sort of station or rendezvous with another ship or encountered something else in deep space.
Hmm.
We have the coordinates, so we could investigate if we wanted to.
Well,
So
yeah,
they
you basically brought over their entire flight log. The captain,
okay.
the captain tells you it looks like the ship had originally taken off from Ilaria, which is a part of the free systems.
Okay.
Think we could try and track down where the spice came from, or the
Is
Or-
there any manifest?
yeah, are there records for when they took it on?
Yeah. Is there anything like that that I can find, John?
There's a time frame,
Okay.
but the rest of it seems to be redacted conveniently.
Okay.
Hmm.
Very little information. Clearly, they were doing this on the down low. What with the nature of the cargo on board, I think we need to at least, at this point, help Pulsar follow that other ship.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
That's a more
Is-
immediate concern.
Is
Sure.
there some way that we can mark this ship as we stay away?
We probably want to blow it up.
Drukreth
I-
answers and he says, "Yes, we will be destroying them as soon as we are leaving."
Yes, I was going to say the same thing. We need to do the just thing and prevent any potential contamination.
Regrettable, but necessary.
Yes.
That other ship looked really cool. As I'm zipping through space.
It is unfortunate that we cannot salvage anything from it, but it is not worth the risk.
Exactly.
So, with that being a wrap, they turn their weapons to full. Yeah, they take pot shots at the one and they take pot shots at the other. Clay pigeons. That's really all they are. And then boom, they both get destroyed, sent flying into dozens of little pieces. And then you guys are off to follow Pulsar. Pulsar eventually the trail does go away, but it clearly gives you the impression that they weren't here to stay; they were fleeing.
Mm-hmm. They probably were trying to get as far away from what they probably saw as a contagion as they could.
Right, which could be risky because if they manage to make it back to civilization, that could be a spread.
Yeah.
So
it's and there's I can't. You said I lost the trail.
Yeah.
Oh.
But by the time you get back on board the ship at this point, everybody confirms where that's at. The crew using astrogation seemed to think that the ship went to Ihorix.
It's within the corporate sector.
Yes,
Yeah.
Is there any
Is
way?
that not where we were heading?
it is.
Is there any way we can send a warning ahead?
Well, we don't have, sir, we don't have generalized systems that would send a warning. We're probably going to have to ferret this out ourselves if that's what you wish to pursue.
We
Just
need to make sure that this ship does not reach any port.
I mean, how many? Like how in terms of like when we arrived, like how far ahead of us? Like did this just happen, or is this like days ahead? Because they could already be out of port if this happened days ago.
So
That ship will not travel as fast, though.
since you have the information, Compass estimates that due to the decay of the ion trail, this happened 4 days ago.
Okay, it happened. If this if this happened 4 days ago where that ship took off, how many days is it to the nearest?
For your ship, only a day.
Okay, but for that ship,
That's a good question. So the crew at that point starts estimating it and says it probably from this point probably could have made it back at hard burn to Ihorix in 2 days.
is Ihorix a place we were planning to stop at?
It is. I think we need to go there now to see if we
Yeah.
can assist.
I agree.
Okay. And that is where we're going to stop for this evening, as you guys are proceeding on the crusade to stop the wasting disease in a galaxy far, far away. All right, so we have got RP votes to do, and we're going to start with George.
Oh man, it's always me.
I do that on purpose.
Oh, thanks. It's I understand. It's I think I'm gonna give it to Dale for the spaceship exploration.
Okay. Dale.
Let's see. I'm going to give that to Derek for his information about like other races and talking about it.
Okay. Brittany.
I'm gonna give it to Chone.
Okay.
For having a rough day.
Have a bad day.
Your home planet exploded.
Hey, shut up.
Sure.
First time?
I'm
Too
sensing
soon.
I'm sensing a theme.
Shelley.
Oh
Brittany for the revelation.
Okay.
Oh
So that was Shelley. So Matt.
Yep. I would give it to Shelley for her reaction to the division.
Okay.
The drama there.
Alrighty. And Derek.
Ooh, puts me in a precarious position. I could make it roll off, or I'll just go ahead and do what Ixion would do and show sympathy to my sister because of what information was gleaned to her and give it to Sean.
All right. So Shelley, you walk away with the RP vote this time. Put down 200 additional karma for the win.
You lose, but you also win.
Yeah.
If your planet blows up, oh, you're from Alderaan, huh? Oh, we'll give you some pittance.
All
Yeah,
right. So
that better not be a pattern.
Oh no.
Don't blow up Earth. That's where I keep all my stuff.
Yeah.
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 I've got a storage unit I haven't paid for
Yeah.
this month.
I mean, you're still the princess of Tavexia still, so
Hey, Paul. Happy New Year.
So you want us to blow up Tavaxia instead?
no, I'm saying like you could still be a princess elsewhere
Oh,
if Earth explodes.
okay. I can just get a new boyfriend. It's fine.
Oh
And a new
wow.
grandpa.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
fine.
That's.
Wow.
So your next boyfriend's like, well, what happened to your old one? Oh, he blew up.
Yeah.
It
Wait,
happens
what?
sometimes.
It
It
happens.
runs in the family.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead. We're calling it here. Our next game is coming up Thursday. So we are back with Dungeons and Dragons on the 8th. So it's going to start at 7:30 p.m. Arizona time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And
That'll be our game 2.
yeah, we're finally on game 2. So we're going to be getting some things unraveled as the group is first starting to meet one another. So looking forward to that. I've got, once again, I've got way more notes than I think I'm ever going to use. Just because that's what ends up happening sometimes. And we will catch all of you again on video replay or on YouTube. So thank you guys again for hanging out and enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. Good night, guys.